Greetings, my people. Welcome to the channel. It's AP of Afrakan Pickiney, and today I want to talk to you guys about how to physically detox yourself on your spiritual journey. You know, because sometimes when we're on with spiritual journey, we get caught up in the physical things that we need, that we think we need, and sometimes these things distract we and throw away off our spiritual journey. So make sure you stick to the channel. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, share this video everywhere. Don't go away. After this intro, we'll be right back.
Grew up in a hard knock life, but I never gave up trying. That's how they gonna write. The story of my life. Grew up in a hard knock life, but I never gave up trying. That's how they gonna write. The story of my life.
Okay, back to what I'm saying before I was rudely interrupted by that rooster fall is that how to physically detox yourself for your spiritual journey. Coming to the motherland, especially, we feel like there's a lot of things that we need to do. We feel like there's a lot of things that we need um, coming from outside of the motherland. Things that we used to do, things that we used to, you know, depend on every day to get by. Like a 9 to 5, probably having, a luxurious house and stuff like that. I'm not saying anything is wrong with that. But we're living in a different time right now, and it's a spiritual awakening time right now. The ancestors are calling out to us, body and soul, and the more we try to fight against that, is the more pain we're gonna feel. Is the more confusion we're gonna have in our life. You know what I mean? So we have to find ways to detox ourselves from these things that we think we're addicted to. You understand? Like, as me say, having the luxurious things. Maybe instead of, building a luxurious house, we need to like consider going into farming. Food is the stuff of life, and the closer you get to nature is the more energy you're getting from, the earth. Understanding spirituality, taking some time to dig deep into ah, yeah, I'm outside. Taking some time to dig deep into, who we are, why we're here, why we were called on this journey. And this rooster fall still a follow me with it nice. Leave. Why we're here, why we were brought on this spiritual journey. For me and Jody, I'm telling you, it's like it has been a roller coaster battle between, doing what we were designed to do. Like, I'm a musician, Jody is a creative person. She get creative with her hands, creative arts. That's what she does. And since we come on the motherland, we have been battling between setting up an official business and going in deep, you know going back to the business world and doing all kind of stuff like that. And we have been really suffering because of that, because we feel like we need to do these things to survive, to pay the bills. It has been a consistent struggle for us, and anybody who is close to us would know that's what it is. Some people, like, they could just tell, like, you guys need to go back on your spiritual journey. And we just decided to do this because we wanted to help people. A lot of people reach out to us, and we decide that, what, we can't just leave our people hanging, so we put the spiritual journey aside in order to go and assist them as best as they can, because moving to the motherland is not an easy thing. It's really tough, and there are many challenges would come when it comes to moving to the motherland and settling down and having a sustainable life here. It can be challenges because there's no community here that is designed to help brothers and sisters to transition. Well, none that I see. I think there's one that I've heard about, that's in the Gambia, but I'm not sure about any other place across Africa, especially West Africa where we are right now. So we know brothers and sisters, most of them struggle a lot when they come here because not everybody is fortunate enough to meet people who is going to support them and help them up, without even charging nothing, without even thinking of how can I benefit from this, you know. And that's what we have been really doing since we got here. It's almost like a year now. And we have been just putting our energy into ways and means that we can come up with ideas and strategies to help with people, ignoring our spiritual calling. Even when it's eating at our, in our spirit, we feel it. It's a struggle. And how to detox ourselves, what we've learned is that we just have to let go, you know. And that's one of the hardest things to do, is to just let go and say, you know what, enough is enough. I'm not going to force myself to do this anymore. I am going to focus on me. I'm going to focus on the connection with the ancestors. The ancestors brought us here. You understand? When we were in Jamaica, we couldn't have made this journey without the ancestors and without the support of you guys, you know. But being on the motherland, it can be tough. A lot of people are leaving. A lot of people are packing up to go home because, as me say, coming on the motherland and living here is tough because there's not enough infrastructure in place, especially on this side of Africa, for people to prosper, to grow. You understand? You may can find that in else of Africa, like other side of Africa where there's more development, but West Africa, this side is mostly for people with the vision of creating things, like me and Jody. Um, but the ancestors brought us here on a spiritual quest, and we must find out what that is. We must connect. We must learn more. In order for us to full tribute back to our communities, we need to dig deep and learn more. And the only way we can do that is if we actually go in on our spiritual journey and, basically find out what the ancestors have in store for you. And if you're on that spiritual journey, I would say that's what you need to do as well. If you feel like you're struggling to make a decision with what you want to do, if you feel like you're doing something and you feel wrong, maybe because it's wrong, maybe you need to just consult with the ancestors, them, dig deep in your spirit, you know, find the answers that you need. Take some time. I know sometimes it might seem impossible, because we live in this world that is run by, money. If you don't have money, you can't survive based on how things are. That's why the first step of investment should be, I believe, getting a piece of land, start farming and stuff like that. That's something that we're working towards as well, guys. So make sure you go and check out our Patreon. We have a tier there that, we are raising funds to get a piece of land that we can farm, a piece of farmland. We already have some. Whew, something just dropped off my tree. Anyways, we already have some support in that regards, but we're still raising funds to, make it a reality. So if you guys want to see us do that and, want to see us go on that journey, I would say please support us on our Patreon. The link is in the description. And, if you want to support us on our journey overall, you can join our Patreon. That's another way to support us on this journey. And I'm going to tell you, family, every single support that we have gotten on this journey, it does help. Yes, it helps a lot. It helps a lot. Man, this English thing. Anyways, so to spiritually cleanse yourself so that you can prosper and grow here, or physically cleanse yourself so that you can prosper and grow here, is that we have to first step away from the things that we think we need and focus on the things that we actually need to move forward. You understand me? I say, I don't think the ancestors carry here to live the lifestyle that we were living off the motherland. I believe the ancestors brought us here so that we can tap into something more that we don't even know that we have. You understand? Remember, as they told us, we're using less than 5% of our brains. And we're using 0% of our spiritual energy. And what's going on in the world right now, we need to be more spiritually aligned so that we can change the narrative, if that makes sense. Because the narrative that's there now is not one of the ancestors. It's not one of us as African people. You understand? And as African Pickiney's, you know, children of Africa, child of the motherland, we're spiritual beings. And so we have to take this time for really give ourselves the chance to ascend to a higher level as a spiritual being, you know, because we spend most of our life dwelling in our physical needs, like, you know, clothes, food, shelter. That's what physical that's what we physically need, but we have never really spent much time, I believe, on our spiritual side, the correct way anyways. I know most people go to church and most people, you know, pray, and most people do all kind of stuff like that, but the way our ancestors used to do it, we kind of lose that formula. We don't do it like that no more. We give up that. Well, not everybody, but a large percentage of us gave that up, you know. And I believe that coming to West Africa is one of the places that you can start that journey, because West Africa is a spiritual place, and you know, from a spiritual level, there's a lot to learn here. There's a lot for our people to tap into here. Okay. There's a lot for people to tap into here, so we have to dig deep, and we have to physically detach ourselves. We have to work on our mentality. We have to work on how we see things, how we react to things, you know. The type of things that we accept in our life, you know, the type of music that we listen to, the type of people that we surround ourselves with, you know, the type of books we read, you know, all of these things help to either clog or declog our vessel. The type of food that we eat, you know, we have to find a new way of doing things in this present. And that's how we're gonna actually make the change. Sorry guys, me always a little behind because I'm just a check what I go on, alright? So I believe the way forward for us is for us to really tap into our spiritual energy. You know, focus on the ancestors, focus on, you know, why our journey to Africa, why are we coming to Africa, you know. Focus on what it means to be an African, you know, children of the soil. Focus on our abilities that we don't know of yet from a spiritual level, and connect that with the physical, and then we'll actually start to see real change. You understand? That's what I truly believe, guys. And so going forward, me and Queen Jody, we're gonna be focusing more on our spiritual journey, spiritual side of life, you know, spiritual things that we're gonna be doing to move forward. When I say we're not gonna do other stuff, but 99.9% of the content that we're gonna be making is gonna be about that, and you know, the journey that we're on. Yeah. So as I said before, guys, you know, um, subscribe to the channel, share the videos everywhere with somebody that you know that's on the same journey. You know, if you're reparting to the motherland, I believe this would be something of interest to you. That's why we recommend joining our Patreon. The link is in the description. Shout out to everybody who is on our Patreon already. Thank you guys for the support. We have more contents coming up on our Patreon, exclusively just for you guys. And what else more have to say? Yeah, shout out to Queen Jody. Yeah. And shout out to everybody who is on this journey. If you're on a spiritual journey right now and you're watching the video to this far, I don't know how much minutes this is. Comment below and let us know. You know, what are you dealing with? What are you doing to prepare yourself for this journey, to prepare yourself for this spiritual journey? Because coming to the motherland is just stage one of the journey. You understand? We have so many more roads to go, you know. And I'm not against building houses and stuff like that or anything like that. That's great. But that's just one aspect of everything that we're supposed to do. Before we even go and build a community, we first need to align ourselves. So what I would say is, if you believe in what we're doing, and you believe in the ancestors, and you believe in us coming together as a people to make a change in this time, I would say just subscribe, join us on this journey. Go join our Patreon to support us there, and we can come together as a people, and that's how we can make a change going forward. You understand? We have to start here first. We have to fix ourselves spiritually. We have to fix ourselves physically. We have to fix ourselves physically before we can actually live up to a full potential, physically and spiritually. You understand? Because there's no separation necessarily between the physical and the spiritual. it's one complete thing. But right now, one I perform more than one. Physically, we know we even have to think about certain things that we need to do, just do it. But on a spiritual level, we have yet to tap into that source of energy that we have, the source of power that Bootman have, that Nani have. These are Jamaican heroes, that Marcus Garvey had, that Bob Marley had, that other great people before them have. Egyptian had, Mali Empire, all of these great people, great empires, great history of our people. It was not just a physical thing, it was a spiritual thing. You understand? And while we have the ability to do something, we must use the opportunity right now to tap into that. And then after we fix ourselves spiritually and physically, then we can go and build our communities stronger. We won't get manipulated by people because we understand ourselves. We won't get manipulated by spirits because spiritually we're strong, so we're not weak fence. We're not easy to manipulate and infiltrate. So that's what I want to say to you, family. Yeah, so I want to say thank you guys for supporting us on this journey. Thank you for the love. Me they are bunks my West African hat, with them claims are Chinese hat, not go so. This is West African hat. See some of the stuff them that we don't know. We're actually thinking of doing a tour, like a spiritual tour across West Africa, probably to some historical sites mostly. We want to start in Gambia, but we're seeing how that work out first. We're trying to connect with our brother to see if that's possible and if we can do it, because as myself family, we must do this. You understand? We must do this. This is how we start to heal ourselves as a people. This is how we start to rewrite the narrative as a people. This is how we actually make a change as a people. It's not about hype. It's not about, having luxury and all of these things. Hey, maybe we put out this video right now and it's only 100 people watch it. Then those are the 100 people that I'm talking to. Yes, I'm talking to you right now. You understand? Things like this don't go viral. Things like this don't get promotion. So what I want you to do for me is to share this video. Share this video everywhere with everybody that you know. And, tell them to subscribe to the channel. Tell them to support this movement. We have to start somewhere. And we'll start right here. You understand? So, until the next video, guys. Accept knowledge. Raise your frequency. Protect your roots. AP signing out. Until the next time.
Rise up. Yes, I can see it. The day when we all shall rise. We shall overcome, no matter how they try to cheat.